Welcome. In today's presentation, we will discuss how to use year-end data to strengthen your business. The information contained here has been prepared by Civitas Strategies and is not intended to constitute legal, tax, or financial advice. The Civitas Strategies team has used reasonable efforts in collecting, preparing, and providing this information, but does not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, adequacy, or currency. The publication and distribution of this information are not intended to create, and receipt does not constitute, an attorney-client, or any other advisory relationship. Reproduction of this information is expressly prohibited. Only non-commercial uses of this work are permitted. In today's presentation, we will discuss why looking back at the past year can help you prepare for the future, steps you can take right now to prepare your business for next year, what you need to do moving forward, and where you can find help. People often make New Year's resolutions for their personal life. But what about their business affairs? The close of a fiscal year is a great time to reflect on the past, present, and future of your business. Whether you are an operation of 1 or 500, you can use this time to properly close out your financial affairs from the past year and plan for the year ahead. You are the most knowledgeable person about your business, and while your experiences are still fresh, you can use both the financial data, as well as your lived experience, to prepare for the next year. Assessing the state of your operations from the past year can help you to develop a strategy for how you will approach the short-term and mid-term future of your business. Given the economic uncertainty presented by continued effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, informed preparation for next year is more important now than ever. How did your business do financially last year? You might have a sense of how your childcare business performed last year, but looking at the hard numbers is a great way to ground your thoughts and feelings in facts. If you did have a budget set up for the year, compare your predicted and actual revenue and expenses. Line by line, assess how your predictions for the year compared to actual performance. If you didn't maintain a budget last year, you can examine your cash flow through the year. Look at your bank account statements to see if you ended up ahead of where you started, and if you did, by how much. Consider if a budget would have been helpful, and if creating one now would be useful this time next year. Set aside some quiet time to look at your records and reflect on your year. Record your thoughts, either on paper or verbally. Answer these questions. Were you profitable? Were there differences between your actual and planned figures? If so, how did they impact you? Can you and should you adjust your planned amounts for next year? Where did you overspend? What expenses can you reduce? Now, take a step back from the details and conclude this exercise by giving yourself a concise, big-picture summary to look back on in years to come. Think about these statements in relation to your childcare business. Financially, this went well for my business last year. Financially, this did not go well for my business last year. As I engaged in this exercise, I was most surprised by. If my business ran perfectly, my numbers would be different in this way. I want to take these steps to make my numbers more closely reflect where I want my business to be. Congratulations! You not only have performed a year-end review, but you have laid the foundation for a short-term and mid-term strategy for your business. Before we take tangible steps on those ideas, however, let's focus on the present and make sure we wrap up the prior year properly. There are some easy steps you can take to ensure your childcare business is on stable footing as it starts its new fiscal year. First, back up your computer files. If your devices were to stop working tomorrow, would you have other up-to-date copies of all your files? This is imperative. You can use a cloud storage drive or an external hard drive. Next, make sure your financial documents are in order. As you back up your files, make sure you have all the documents that you or your preparer will need to file this year's taxes. Now is the time to identify them if you have not already done so. Then, prepare for tax season. Be ready to file your Form 1099 for any contractors. Get your list of deductions ready so you know what you can deduct, and calculate your time-space percentage, so you know how much you can deduct. Take the following steps to strengthen the financial model of your childcare business. Step 1. Budgeting. Create a monthly budget if you don't have one, and keep it updated if you do. Step 2. Cash flow. Develop a cash flow forecast so you can understand and project how much money you will take in and expend each month. Step 3. Contingency plan. Build a safety net into your budget to prepare for emergencies. Step 4. Get involved. If you haven't been involved in the budgeting process, start now. And Step 5. Increasing revenue. Look at ways to boost your enrollment so you can increase your revenue. Enrolling more children directly improves the long-term sustainability of your business. Here are some tangible steps you can take to market your business and increase enrollment. Ask your staff and current families for referrals. Develop or expand upon your social media and web presence. Connect with other providers, especially those who might retire or close their business. Staffing is presented a major challenge for childcare providers. Attracting and retaining staff can be difficult, but necessary to grow your business. Here are some steps you can take to attract new employees and keep your current staff satisfied. Consider adding benefits for employees or offering temporary pay increases or bonuses. Create a culture where employees feel valued and appreciated. Reduce stress for your employees whenever possible. Make sure they know they can take time off from work when needed. Show gratitude for your employees and encourage your staff to congratulate and thank one another. For more information, visit the Child Care Collaborative of Iowa website or email fmc@midsu.org.